I am Brooke Brownlee and I'm a clinical associate. I wanted to become a therapist because when I finally decided I was done with the pain and the shame and I went to therapy myself, I felt free and my therapist really changed my life. And so I really wanted to do that for other people. I have my bachelor's degree from Utah State in human development, and then I went to Azusa Pacific University where I got my first master's in child life, and then I switched over and got my second master's in clinical counseling. I'm Gottman informed, but I'm currently taking continuing education courses to become a sex educator and a certified sex therapist. I like to work with people who have a wide range of mental health concerns, ranging from depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, issues regarding body image, people recovering from sexual abuse, sexual trauma. I also like working with couples who have different intimacy issues and also working with conflict resolution style. I like a very humanistic approach because the client and therapist relationship is so essential for the client to thrive. The most important part of therapy is the connection the client has with the therapist. And so I want to create a safe space where clients feel they can be their most vulnerable selves, whatever that looks like to them, and making clients feel sure that they feel safe and they are ready to talk about whatever they want to talk about in therapy and feel open expressing their concerns with me. Unresolved trauma impacts you on almost every level. Your brain, your neurons, how your chemicals in your brain are working, how your body is. You can respond unknowingly to triggers and you might, freeze or tense up, and it affects how you view yourself, how you view others, how you view the world around you, and it can just feel like you're walking through a cloud and you're not able to see clearly or feel clearly. Mental health and sex are directly correlated. If you're having sex that is, have coercion or discrimination or there's stigma around it, it will directly affect how you feel about yourself inside, how you feel about others, and building relationships. So they're very much interlinked, and that's why sex therapy is so important. When it comes to couples and different intimacy styles and different wants and needs, that's so extremely common. Having two people who meet each other's needs on every level can be really hard. And so as a therapist, creating open communication, learning how to establish boundaries and respecting boundaries while also allowing each other to be creative and play, to feel open to experiment, to play with one another, that they both feel safe and respected. One of the most complicated relationships we have is with ourselves, because we cannot run away from ourselves. We'll always run into ourselves and we develop negative coping habits. I've definitely done that. So if there's shame, I think just identifying that shame, bringing it into the room and identifying those emotions and those triggers and where that shame comes from, ultimately, they can become a part of their story and become empowering. I've definitely struggled with my own mental health, with depression, anxiety. So when clients come to me, obviously they have their own story and their own experience. I can empathize with you that what you're feeling is real, it is not made up, that your feelings are valid, and I'm here for you. If you're coming to sex therapy, you should be very proud of yourself. Taking that step to be vulnerable, to talk about something like sex with a person you don't know, shows great strength and character. Coming to sex therapy shows that you are brave in your vulnerability and that it can be very empowering and it can be such a rewarding experience.